is going on, everyone? And welcome back to the RRL Relentless Racing League here tonight for the Promethean Group Arca Series. Tonight we are at the Tricky Triangle here at Pocono Speedway. Three corners, all distinctly different. There ain't no turn four here. We got 60 laps of racing, so a pretty good length race here tonight. Qualifying is going on right now. We're watching Mr. Johnny Brugg in that four. Currently seventh quickest. He comes across the start finish line now. He will be, excuse me, jump up to sixth quickest. I just want to take the time real quick and wish you guys all a early happy Thanksgiving, as we will have next week off due to Thanksgiving break, league wide, so no racing at all. For those of you guys watching in the league, quick reminder: we do have a race tomorrow night. Not broadcasted, but it is a race that has a very good cause to it. One of our league members, Jesse Holmes, going through some medical issues. Just needs some help getting money for transportation, hotels, and stuff like that. So if you're in the league and you want to help him out, tomorrow night, 8 p.m., lobby opens up. Get with Tony or Matt about sending the money over. And I think Tony is going to be making a plaque for the race winner. So make sure you guys come check us out tomorrow. We're having some fun racing with the league. But we still got this race to go. So currently, we got Chris French sitting on that pole position with a 55.96. Still got some guys out there. He's a 9 of 4. He becks it out there. Had to put in a lap in. This is going to be a first lap. It is. He's going to go 14th quickest. He's not going to have time to complete another lap. Yeah, Pocono, very distinctive track. Like I said, you got three different corners. Turn one coming out of there. More of like a high speed, high bank turn. Turn two kind of reminds me a lot of Indy, with how you kind of take that corner, roll back into the throttle, and stuff like that. And turn three is kind of a really long New Hampshire style turn. Definitely getting on the brakes a little bit. Got to be easy on the gas, rolling into it. So, yeah, let's go over official starting lineup. So, getting that pole position, you got the number 53 of Chris French right outside of him, just barely missing the pole by about 3/100ths. John Dydick in at number 3. Danny Rogers and Timothy Nicius. I can't pronounce that name. Row 2 and row 3, Joshua Short, Philip Brown, Johnny Rocketman Brugg, and Ryan McWheelan. Row 4. Row 5, Andrew Gueda and Drew Holman. Row 6, Tyler Slaga, newcomer to here to the Arca Series here tonight, Joshua Clatterbuck. Going on to row 7, Corey Bexton, Edward Peltz, Nolan McNally, and Daniel White. Row 8, The Gibb, Michael Giverson, and Marshall Harris. Row 9. And row 10, John Dowdle, Tony Frey, and Graham Conley around at the field in that 21st starting spot. A little bit of a small field here tonight. Fuel window, no idea. Nah, he kind of odd. Yeah, you're one to talk, Jacob. That's the best broadcast. Hey, Jacob, when you can finish on the lead lap, let me know. Say that again in BC. I said when you could finish on the lead lap, let me know. Alright. You guys start rolling off the pit lane. I got a top 5 finish, my guy. I finished on the lead lap a couple of races. So I want to think 60 laps. I might be off on this. I want to say is roughly 20-ish. Maybe you can make it a 2-stop race. Should be interesting. Oh no, Timothy blue screen and forced him to update right after qualifying. Oh no. That's rough. That is rough. Alrighty. We'll roll through turn 3. We're going to Barney the flag man. Pace going to dive down pit lane, missing the barrel, thank God. Green flag is out. Chris French leads the green here tonight at Pocono. Already early on, Johnny Brugg looking to put it 3 wide, looking to the inside of the 37. And I believe that is the 89 to his, or 69 to his outside. 3 wide, rolling through or turn 1. Still 3 wide. 2 wide. Johnny Brugg able to jump 2 spots from where he started at. But here comes the 37, a short, fighting back down the back, just going into turn 2. One of the trickier turns to run side by side here. And short on that 37, actually able to still hold on to that position for the time being. You get a run. They're going to be dead even going down the straightaway into turn 3. Door to door, Brugg and Short go into turn 3. Brugg, though, going to have that preferred line. Short going to look for a run on corner exit. Brugg going to be able to clear him, though. Johnny Brugg wasted no time to jump up 2 spots from where he started at. Look behind him, you have the 37 duking it out, 69 of Phillip Brown, able to get that pass complete. The 37 of Joshua Short starting to fall back here a little bit. You know, our leader Chris French actually go right behind him. Johnny Nadick in the 2 of Danny Rogers duking it out from P2. Ooh, that was close. That's one race, Jacob. Anyways, back to the fight. We got 2nd, 3rd, and 4th duking it out. Looks like a single file out. First one racing right now. I don't know if there is any side by side. Actually, I'm seeing a little bit back here by the 42. McWheel looking to the inside of the 56. That is Andrew Gueda. That is your battle for 6th. No, it's 8th. My apologies. Yeah, Brugg is on a mission, and the one thing about Brugg is he's really good on the long run. He's about a second and a half off the leader right now, but if this stays green, probably around lap 9 to 12, I'll really start seeing Brugg start kind of pushing his way through the field, making up some ground, just based off experience broadcasting for him racing around him. I'm still watching this battle back here for P8. Guida able to grab the advantage right now. Brugg blinking in and out. That 14, Slaga, newcomer, but man, I'm digging that Dodge. Big Mopar fan myself, kind of wish Dodge would come back to NASCAR. It looks like Brugg is still on a mission trying to get around Johnny Nadick in that 3 car. If only French was the 1, that'd be really cool. Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. French just starting to pull away from the field. Wow, that's a huge gap. There's French, and then it's going to jump to Danny, and he's not even in sight. Well, let's actually go on board. Let's go on board with the 69 of Phillip Brown. Let's pull up the dashboard. Let me see how fast we got to go on. Phillip Brown actually looking for a pass on Johnny Brook here. Out of the cockpit view. Phillip Brown. Oh, that was a close call. This team's literally going back. Oh, they're touching bumpers going on the backstretch. And I'll say this. iRacing's done a really good job making these Arca cars more fun to race. Because in the past, you could not do that. Johnny Brugg, damn near locked bumpers with Phillip Brown going down the Long Pond straightaway into turn 2. And didn't even look like it upset the car at all. Brugg falling back to P5. Danny Rogers still sitting P2, so looking for some battles on track. I think Short McWillan, they're still going at it back here. McWillan actually able to get around. I'm not sure who he got around. He went from 8th to 7th last time I checked. Something else over here. The 6th of Drew Holman. Looking to get around the 13, and that is one sweet looking race car Clyderbook has. Wow, that thing looks cool. William, that was me being so mad at myself. I got on my damage check and realized I can get a spot as we go 3 wide racing down the straightaway into turn 3. The 50-60 waiting got a really good launch off of turn 2. What a pass. Get a good little 2-for-1 deal. Slide up in front of 13 and Clyderbuck. 6 of Holman tried following. So, she's trying to get good. Trying to tell stories. 14 now making the moves. He's trying to get a 2-for-1 deal. Those 2-for-1 deal, they seem to be a premium here tonight. Holman overshoots the corner, cooks up the track into the wall, the 6 goes. Here comes the 13 of Clyderbuck. There's another 2-for-1 deal. So, I had literally put 200 plus laps of practice into that track. Literally did not race road at all for a whole week because I didn't want to get my rhythm messed up because I figured out the track. I didn't want to go mess with another car at a different track. Nothing. My mind wanted to get on Summit Point. So, last stage, I knew I wasn't fast on Angel, and I was telling my team through that run, like through the first 2 stages, I just needed to get a good finish. I don't need to push the issue. Well, restart came, I overcooked it in turn 1, went into dirt, and it just messed my rhythm up. Got impatient trying to get around Orndorff and hit the wall. So I'm sitting in the pit lane, and I'm just mad at myself, just like kicking myself in the butt. There's a couple things I wish I could have done differently. And Chase crashed. I'm like, okay, I can get a spot. So I go out there, get the spot, and I'm still mad. And I'm like, I'm going to take my anger out of my car. So I knew I could do that because I did that in practice one day. And there's telephone wires right there. Or power lines, whatever you want to call them. I was trying to clear those. So I just went into that full speed. Here's some entertainment because I'm pretty mad. Yeah, I was just so sick to my stomach too. Cause I was like, if I would have just been patient and just settled for like a P3, which I knew I could have got. Nope, I finished 18th, gave up 15 points. So, bro, looking to get back around the 69 of Gueda. I mean, I still scored, I think I looked back, I still scored the 8th most points yesterday, which was a plus. I needed the points. It's just, when you leave 15 points out there on track, it's kind of frustrating looking back at it. It's all good. It's what it meant to be. Johnny Brojo starting to make up some ground. I kind of called it out around 9 to 12. He was about 2 seconds off the leader a couple laps ago. He's starting to slowly close that gap. When we take a look at some last lap times ran by these guys. The last time by Brug way quicker than the leaders. Ran at 56.66. A good 7 to 8 tenths quicker than the guys in front of him. And actually, everyone's starting to catch the leader. French starting to fall back here a little bit. The Rogers starting to close that gap. That gap now down to under a second. 6 tenths is the gap. Back to second, the two of Danny Rogers. Yeah, I know for sure I had top 5. Absolutely for sure. I think fourth is more a realistic running place. Bucher, Rogers, and Angel, they were way quicker than me. Well, I would say way quicker. It's just I wasn't willing to put my car in a predicament where I would lose control every lap like they were until I lost control. And then it was just game over. Brognow's closed that gap down to under second to the leader. Neidig getting around Danny Rogers for second. Whoops, wrong car. Oh, here comes Johnny Brug on the outside of turn 2. Looking to get him a 2-for-1 deal here tonight. Now turn 3. Yeah, the active spin, you're right. And then Greg went off track. It's just, that's all good. I just always look forward to road courses because I could sit in my rig for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and just practice a road course. I can't do that at ovals. It's so hard. Alright, bro, really starting to chase down the leader at that gap. Peters, I really think it is because when I first started iRacing, I was an oval guy, through and through. Wouldn't race anything but ovals. I started getting into road, started liking road, and now I rarely ever touch ovals in officials. I do a lot more road course racing. LMP3s are probably my favorite thing to race on road. After that would probably be the LMDHs, as Johnny Brug looking to get a pass complete on the leader. I am like a whatever it's called when you predict the future. But I called it out lap 9 to 12, and lap 13 here Johnny Brug is passing the leader. Johnny Brug in the lead coming to lap 14. But I think I have discovered something. I was practicing for Indy today, and I had AI out there, something I had never done before, and I did a race with AI. And it was actually enjoyable. I give myself an EOL to kind of learn how to get around. Like, granted, it's AI, but still trying to figure out a plan. Something just happened to the 53 of French off of 1. I don't know if he got loose or what, but Danny Rogers there looking for a pass. But it's I don't know. I think it's helping me figure out safe tires too, but yeah. Yeah, road courses are fun. It really is. I especially like it when a league goes to a road course not ran very often, because no one really has the advantage there unless you put in a lot of time. Like, we're going to Walker Glen. Oh, Nautic almost getting into 53 of French. We're going to radio controlled. What? Oh, road course. RC, road course. But we're going to Walking Glen later this season. It's like, it's the Glen. Like, everyone knows the Glen. I love racing the Glen, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I can put in 200 laps of practice there. I'll still be nowhere near top 5 speed because everyone's racer all the time. I have never, ever raced Summit Point until last night. That was my first time ever racing to that track. Oh, I need to figure out how to turn that stuff off, dude. Not a bug though. Pulling away. Now I'm kind of curious what fuel run is. I said lap 20-ish. I want to see if they can make it to lap 20. That's gonna be the biggest thing. If they can make it to lap 20, that's the fuel run. 2022. Okay. And the kicker about here at Pocono and Indy, when we come back next week or no, 2 weeks from now at Indy, you can pit and not go a lap down. More so at Pocono than Indy, because I think Indy has a longer pit lane. No, I think it's about the same, but it's just like racing at Daytona. Since you're putting in, what are they putting in, 56-second laps right now, 57? You could easily pit, take 4 tires, and not lose a lap. So, short pitting doesn't ruin... Short pitting isn't a disadvantage at a track like this. And I personally like racing tracks where you don't go a lap down, because it makes pitting strategy a lot easier to figure out. Because you're not really risking a lot. Yeah, your tires might have a couple more laps on them, but you're not a lap down. Like last night. That's why I like racing road courses. I can pit and not go a lap down. I wish I would have took 4 tires in my last pit stop. That's one of the things I wish I did differently. But, hey, it just wasn't meant to be. You guys are actually coming up on a lap car. The 64 of Doddle. Whoa, stop it. I believe he'd be the only car a lap down. He would be. As a matter of fact, I can get rid of my top 20. I can put my top 20 up. We'll stop flipping. There we go. But I mean, in all in all, I really did have fun last night. That was probably the funnest I ever had on a road course. Had fun battling it out with Greg there for a bit. I think I battled Zach for a couple laps. Almost got caught up in Zach's mistake on stage 2. The dude loops it in turn 2, and I was like, oh, I am dead. Thank God. Oh, there we go. Thank God Zach locked it up. So, yes and no, William. So, I noticed when I started stage 2, I took tires, and I thought I was going to regret it because I accidentally took them. But I was actually able to keep up with Angel, if not run faster than he was, those first 10 laps, because I had fresher tires than he did. I think he's at a little bit of disadvantage. On older tires, you weren't running like really slower. You were running maybe like 3/10 slower and stuff like that. But since it's a road course, you would have to hit your lap perfectly to keep up with Angel. Angel's just such a damn good road course racer. It's hard to keep up with him. Yeah, I heard it was fun to. I know Sonoma was fun to watch. Sonoma was really fun to watch. I don't know what the trucks was like, but no, so this is a tell sign what fuel run is. If Brugg pits this time, I think in all reality, Brugg's going to stay at one more lap. Yes, we're going to be on lap 20, but we're going to have 41 laps to go. I think he's going to have to stay out one more time, and he does. So Johnny Brugg chooses to stay out one more time. What about the 2 of Danny Rogers? He's staying out. I think the 3 of Nidic is the only taker in the top 5 to come in here, and he'll be careful. The pit lane here at Pocono. We'll actually rewind this so you guys get an idea what I'm talking about here. So here at Pocono, the pit the pit cone is right there. A lot of people think it's up here, but it's right there at that cone, and it can get tricky because not very many tracks have a pit cone that early. They're usually further down pit lane. So it does tend to catch a lot of drivers off guard, and they tend to make mistakes. Johnny Brugg looking to put another guy lap. That's the 56 Gueda, someone who was up there running in the top 10 for me. He's fallen back to 17th. About to go on 2 laps down here. I wonder if Gueda recently pitted, and that's why he's a lap down. Maybe he got caught with a speeding penalty. Looks like Johnny Brugg coming in this time by. We'll see what the two Danny Rogers does. He's staying out. 69 coming in this time. A couple guys coming in here. The 42 McWheelan. 18 of White staying out. 71. He's coming down pit lane. That's calmly. I wonder where Nighty's going to blend out at. And another big thing here at Pocono is a lot of tracks you have to roll through 1 and 2. Ooh, did Brugg get caught speeding? Oh no, he's putting tires on. So a lot of tracks you have to roll through 1 and 2. Here at Pocono, it's a straight shot. So you see him leave pit lane, he can get on the gas right here, and he can blend up really well here at Pocono. You don't got to worry about taking it easy on 1 and 2. There's the blue cone, and boom, turn 1. So Brugg actually would come out well in front of the 3 in Nighty. Nighty actually did get around. Oh, no, never mind. Rogers and Short haven't pitted yet. Or French hasn't. French is pitting this time by. Rogers staying out yet another lap. I would imagine Danny Rogers, Short, Harris, they should all be coming in this time. That should hand the lead back over to Johnny Brugg. Ooh. Thought I heard a car spin out. Nope. Here comes Short. Here comes Rogers in this time. Short with a really, really solid pit entrance there. Able to make up a lot of time on Danny Rogers. That's going to hand the lead back over to Johnny Brugg as he's rolling through turn 2 right now. Johnny Brugg coming across the start finish line. Rogers still getting his pit stop done. That just shows you the disadvantage of staying out as long as Danny Rogers did. He's just now rolling out of pit lane. Short with a really solid pit stop. Actually able to come out in front of the 2 Danny Rogers here. Come back up on track. So Danny Rogers was running P2 about 2 seconds off of Johnny Brugg. Staying up those 2 extra laps cost him about 4 or 5 seconds. Now, plus side for Rogers, though, is he does have a couple lap fresher tires. Oh, there goes the 37 of Short into the wall for turn 2. Huge, huge hit for the 37. Oh, not as big as I thought it was. It was 69 of Brown. That was close. I'm going to go on board here at 69 because that was definitely a fire suit changing moment there for him. Oh, he can even see him. Wow! That was close. Johnny Brugg, though, out to a solid 3-second lead. So while we got this long green flag running going, like I said, next week everybody is off. No racing next week. We come back in the first week of December. We got Xfinity. They're going to the Indy. To Indy. Trucks are going to New Atlanta. So a nice little drafting style track coming up for the truck series after we come back from our Thanksgiving break. Cup, we will be going to Indy as well. And then this Arca series, they're going to come back from their break and they're going to go short track racing. They're going to Richmond. Kind of jealous of the Arca guys. They got 3 road courses. They're going after Thanksgiving break. They're going to Richmond, Laguna Seca, and then Texas. I kind of like that schedule coming up for these Arca guys. Alright, let's go back to some onboard cameras for these guys. And one thing I've always noticed about broadcasting for Parag, I don't know how he does it, but his steering input is little to none. It's so fascinating watching him drive. He really lets the track do the work from. Watch as he comes into turn 2 here. Very, very, very minimal steering input there, turning in. I don't know how he does that. Let's see, he doesn't turn 3. More of a longer sweep and turn. He turns that steering wheel maybe 5 degrees. Now, one thing I am noticing about Brugg, though, he is doing a lot of driving off that right rear. Brake bias? Yeah, probably. Like, watch going into turn 1 here. I don't think he ever turned that. Oh, turned it a little bit right there. That is absolutely insane. What about the 390? Oh, 390 got really tight corner exit there. You see, 90 putting a little bit more wheel into it. Not sure if Natick missed the bottom there. Maybe that's just the line he's wanting to run. That's what Natick does here. Yeah, I see. He's putting a lot more input into that wheel. I can see on the track, we got a good bunch of cars back here by the 19 of Marshall Harris leading the way. You got Harris, Pelt, Slaga, McNally all back here. Oh no, it's just Harris, Pelt, and Slaga. McNally's a little bit further back. Okay, one thing I was wanting to do. He's somehow 2 laps down. Oh. We'll go figure out what happened to him here in a bit. But I do want to get a zoomed in angle at this car because it is looking really, really nice. I mean, minus the front end damage. We'll go back and see what happened to him, but that car is looking really sweet. Has like a little bit of like computer design. I don't know what the heck you call that on it. That car is looking really cool. Alright, let's go back and see how he got this damage. Let's pause it real quick. Let's go back until we don't see the damage. Oh, there's a little bit. Where did he get that damage from? Okay, so it was this lap. Yep, this lap. What happened to him? Ooh. That's what happened to the 56. You see right there, the 13 got into him, and then he got some more damage on the right side. So there's his damage on the right side. Where did that come from? Coming out of turn 2. Or a lot of people have gotten that curse wall at turn 2. Pretty good hit there by the 13 as well. Hope you like broadcasting streams this. Yeah, unlike you, I find stuff entertainment. Ah! Oh no, this is the battle back here. It wasn't Natick, it was Rogers, Brown, and the French. All back here battling it out for third. We've reached a halfway mark. 30 left to go here at Pocono. Well, another battle. I think back here is Harris. Wow, it looked a lot closer on the timing tower. I think this was a pretty good battle back here. This is your battle for P11. Harris got a really bad exit off of turn 1. It's going to open the door for Peltz to look to the inside. Going down long punch straight away into turn 2. Harris up on that outside lane. Going to try to defend. He'll be able to do it if he can get a run off here and stay off that wall. And Marshall Harris able to do a really solid job defending that position on Edward Peltz. 14 of Slaga apparently got around Peltz. How much damage on the 37? That's a good question. I saw someone wrecked right there. It looked like it. So 37 damage-wise. A little bit of right front, probably from when he got into the wall. Hit right there. Right rear is looking fine. But on these Arca cars, that little bit of damage right there is really affecting the arrow on this car down these straightaways. And without the draft help, that's what's probably hurting him more than anything right now. And thankfully, iRacing doesn't implement tire rub because pretty sure there'll be a little bit of tire rub in the corners. Ooh, backstep. Oh, he's in pit lane. Andy Rogers, though. Him and Phillip Brown starting to go at it for a second. Yeah, flat, definitely. They won't implement tire rub, but dang it, they'll definitely implement toe damage because, gosh, it does not take a lot anymore. It does not take a lot in any of these cars anymore to get toe damage. Phillip Brown starting to fall back. Here comes the 53 of French, getting a little loose there after turn 3. Johnny Brugg is just driving away. Dude. I hope you're lying. I kind of, like... Not kind of, I really don't want that. Like, toe damage is enough. We got another path for position back here. 71 of Conley. He's looking to the inside of Mr. Short, who has had a race to forget after that first pit stop. Was running top 5. He's all falling back to 9th or 8th. Almost contact there. Here comes the 64 Adotto. He's 3 laps down. Ooh, let's run through 3. Let's run through turn 3 too. Johnny Broke, though, your current leader, almost 5 second gap back to Johnny Nidek in P2. Man, I really hope not, because I guess with the next gens we really don't really have to worry about it. Very rarely do you actually hear about tire rub in the next gen without toe damage, but especially the expanding and Arca cars, it doesn't take a lot to bend those quarter panels into where the tires are at, into the wheel well. And oh, dude, that would just suck. Or could you imagine someone just kind of does what they used to do back in the day, where a door bang used to cause a flat tire? Oh, that would be brutal. You get slightly door bang, next thing you know, you got a black flag for a punctured tire. Like, if they're gonna implement tire punctures, then they need to implement your car spinning out because your tire goes flat. I have had multiple times my tire reach 0%, and I'm still able to drive the car because it's not flat like it should be. Because I'll put it this way. From a broadcasting standpoint, that would be pretty cool. You see a little door bang, you see them send it to the next corner, they lose control because their tire goes flat. From a racing standpoint, I think it would piss me off. Looking further back, still got wrong car. Still got Brown and Rogers going at it for P3. Brown a little bit further back. Let's see, guys, definitely in contention for a podium finish here tonight. We get 24 to go. Should start seeing guys hit pit lane in about 4 or 5 laps. Ooh, Rogers having a really bad turn 2 exit, allowing Phillip Brown to close that gap down to straightaway into turn 3. See, no. Are you saying, like, if you run... No. So, are you saying it, like, if you run over debris, you get a flat tire? I don't like that idea. Because I'm going to put it this way. With how buggy iRacing is in our netcode, the last thing I would want is my race to end because a wreck happens, and I make it through the wreck, but I hit debris that's 20 feet off my car. That's nowhere near it. And not just that, man. I struggle enough avoiding wrecks. Now I would have to avoid debris? I'll pass. No, thank you. Exactly. Just imagine if that was implemented when I went to space yesterday. My hood flies on track, punctures the leader's tire. Like, no, I'll pass. Not it coming down pit lane this time by. Out of pit lane, actually, Nidek. 37 is short, coming in pit lane. Start seeing these final iterations of pit stops. See if Johnny Brugg comes by this time. And Johnny Brugg with the lead he had, he could really stay out as long as he wants, because he had a 6-7 second gap over P2. I don't want punctures, really, because if he says debris base, that's stupid. I more so want tire rub. So Nidek coming in this time, I think, hand the lead over to Danny Rogers. And Short actually going a lap down. But I think Short was also like 15, 20 seconds back. Yes. I think that would be a good start for iRacing. Have them implement tire rub and get data from that. Brett coming off a pit lane. There's your gap to the number 3 of Nidic, who made up a lot of ground on Johnny. I'm almost wondering if Nidic took 2 maybe that last time by. Looks like he made up about a second or so. But Danny Rogers, he's going to be able to stay out a couple laps. I would imagine Rogers probably going to pit with 18 or 17 to go. I mean, and here's another thing. They put a lot of work into the rain aspect, and it was still broken as hell when it came out. I mean, you couldn't drive the LMDHs in the rain to save your life. I mean, they're still horrible, but it's more manageable now. When that rain first came out, LMDHs, good luck. See more pit stops going in. It's 42 McWheelan and 6 of Holman coming in this time by. Oh, the 71 loose coming off of turn 3, able to collect it. Almost put a Matt Forns. Yeah, Short was leading points. If I remember correctly, he's only leading by a couple. Hey, he's only leading by 3. Nidic poised to get a P2 finish here tonight. As Danny Short starting to come up in some lap traffic. 71, who is on fresher tires, getting around 3 wide for a moment down the backstretch. As Short looks to the inside of the 24. Or whoever that is. It's not the 24. Yeah, so Short with 3 points in the lead. It's funny because I always say I don't like Pocono. Just like, oh, it's getting racy. Just like I don't like Texas and I don't like other tracks, but I tend to always do good at the tracks I don't like. I just don't like racing there. Like, I don't like racing at Texas, but every time Texas is on the schedule, I tend to have a really good run there. Same with Pocono. Pocono is my only top 5 this season, but I don't like racing Pocono. The only track that I can recall, actually there's 2, that I can recall I can safely say I don't like racing there and I don't ever do good at, is National Super Speedway and Darlington. You go to Pocono, Poet. Yeah, Pocono's too far of a drive. Pocono is way too far of a drive. I think the only track that's in like a realistic drive for me that's on my to-go list, actually there's 2, Daytona and Dega. I've been to damn near every other track near me. I've been to Bristol. I've been to Wilkesboro. I've been to Charlotte. I've been to Martinsville. I've been to Atlanta. I'm going to Rockingham. I've already been to Rockingham. Yeah, that's what I heard. I actually got the privilege to go to the first Atlanta race. I was at that one. Yeah, I'm in North Carolina. It was getting really racy up here. They're going to be 3 wide going into turn 3, and I think Short might have to pit, or Danny Rogers going to have to pit. Yeah. Yeah, I went to Bristol one and Atlanta one this year. Both really good races. So Rogers Pitton's going to hand the lead back over to Johnny Brugg. Yeah, I've been to both All-Star races. This was the first next-gen race at Martinsville I missed, just because I was tired of going to Snooze Fest. And it actually was one of the best Martinsville races. I've been to the Cook 600 like 4 or 5 times. If there's any track around me I would recommend going to, I think it's probably Charlotte. Natick, though, he was able to close the gap. Natick was running, I think, was he like 6 seconds back when they came down this last time, and he's actually started to close the gap to Brugg. Didn't have a really good turn 2 there. Lost a lot of time down a straightaway into turn 3. Been more Charlotte, yeah. And the racing might suck there, but the atmosphere and the stuff to do there and the history there, Wilkesboro is really, really fun. So was Darlington. I went to both Darlington races this year, and I love going to Darlington. Johnnyburg, though, is just taking this field to school. Not really any battles on track. Only 11 left on the lead lap. And that is with Rogers pitting recently. Rogers fell back to 5th. Lost a lot of time to the leaders as Harris is about to go 2 laps down. Yeah, I went to one of the last truck races they had at Rockingham. That's what I thought. I've been there before. And I'm going to buy a weekend pass for there. I'm going to go to all the races there this next year coming up. Rockingham's literally only an hour away. So why would I not go to that track? Well, I don't think Rockingham was ever truly abandoned, though. Because they always used a drag strip out there. Brooke coming up on a couple of lap cars, battling for position, beat Pelton White in front of him. Yeah, they've been using that drag strip for years. I'm actually shocked it took them this long to go back to Rockingham because they got like $8 million 7 years ago to redo the track. So I was kind of surprised it took them this long to go back there. Yeah. Oh, who am I running along with? Holman in the 6. I'm a solid run too. Currently running P8. Yeah, I kind of wish I had the money to go to Florence this weekend. No, I haven't been to Hickory yet. Ooh, that 9 had a lift right there. Does he? Oh, yeah, he does. I guarantee you it came from turn 2. Fernberg able to ground White. No, he'll pelt the lap down. He'll lead just 9 on the lead lap. Oh, turn one, really? Oh, yeah, that's right. He did send it in deep and hit the wall on turn one. Time to go. Caution-free race to this point. Brugg fell back early to fourth, charged his way to first in that first run, and has not looked back since. Natick looking to have a solid race. Natick looking to take over the points lead if they finish where they're running at. 3 points behind Short, and Short currently running P9. Johnny Natick looking at the big picture here. Johnny Brugg looking for his second win on the season. And I'll say this too, one thing I've noticed is everyone who started this race is still out on track. There has been no one to put it on the hauler and head on home. Everyone's still out there turning laps. $14, as I say that coming up pit lane. That's Slaga. Not sure if this is a scheduled stop or what. That car looks perfectly fine. I wouldn't imagine it is unless maybe he didn't put enough fuel on the car. Well, he's putting tires on it. Interesting. Brugg at 7 to go here. 5-second lead. So actually, Natick has fallen back a spot. Philip Brown able to get around that 3 of Natick. Philip Brown, who is currently has a win this season already, running 12th in points. Natick looking to get around him here. I think battle for second going on right now. Natick was a solid turn 1, able to make his way around the 69, still stuck behind that 18. They head down the backstretch, or the long quad straightaway into turn 2. Now they got a little tight and then a little loose coming off that corner. He opens the door for Philip Brown to look to the inside. 69 Arizona Team Machine looking to the inside of Natick. Philip Brown, actually a race winner from last week, looking to get back-to-back podium finishes. Natick washed up the track with a little bit of a wall tap there. Side by side they go down the front stretch into turn 1. 7 Edward Peltz has just been a roadblock for these two guys. Hasn't really been helping either one of these guys out too much. Natick washing up the track looking for the crossover move going down the back stretch. I know Natick is looking for a run. He's going to get it. Really good run off of turn 1 there for the 3. Now looking at the inside of the 18, a white door bank between the two. Oh, and there's contact between Natick and 69! 7 of Pelt spins out! Oh, that Pelt, that was white. No caution though, we stayed green. I actually lost another spot, the French. White coming down pit lane here. Thought for sure that was going to be a caution. I think definitely hurt. You see a lot of damage on that car, both left front and right front damage, really affecting the aerodynamics of that car. He only has to finish in 6th or better to get the points lead, and I think he's just going to fall back to 5th at the worst. With 5 to go, come to 4 to go. Harris coming down pit lane as well. So Natick get 3 to go this time by. I think, not Natick, Brugg. Danny Rogers able to run the 3 of John Natick. So John Natick's pretty hurt from that contact with the 18 earlier. Speaking of 18, he's right behind him. I'm not too sure the 18's going to race a 3. Granted, 18 was a lap car. I don't think the 18 did anything really wrong, though. Trying to break the about turn 2, gonna get the cross sticks 2 to go this time by. Only thing Brugg wants to see is that white flag, get that 1 to go signal. That will prevent any cautions we have. Natick's falling back to 5th after running 2nd most of this race. Philip Brown moved into 2nd. Our pole sitter, Mr. French, he's not running 3rd. Biggest mover of the race is your guy in P7, the 71 bright pink Pepto-Bismol machine of Graham Conley, up 14 spots. Johnny Brugg gonna come out of turn 3, get the white flag this time by. 1 to go here at Pocono. Race went green to checkered, and Johnny Brugg has dominated this race. Johnny Brugg comes into turn 3 one last time. Johnny Brugg will collect his 2nd win of the season in dominating fashion, beating the field by 9 seconds Johnny Brugg, your official winner here at Pocono. Philip Brown will come in P3. Chris French will come in, or P2. Chris French will come in third. Danny Rogers in fourth round at your top five. The three of John Neidick, who will take over the points lead. Oops. Johnny Brugg just burning it down. Ouch. All right, well, we'll wait till you guys join the podium finishers. We got Philip Brown in there. He came across second. There's the P3 finisher. Let's kick it off with our third place finisher, Chris French, with our pole sitter. But man, Johnny Brugg within a whole nother zip code with that long run speed. What's going on, man?
What's up? Yeah, I think he was going to win it no matter what. He seemed to have the really good long run speed. So I knew once he got by us, he was probably going to stay out there. I think his strategy might have been a little bit different too. So it worked out for him.
Yeah, I kind of called it out too. I said like lap 9 to 12, he'll be able to battle for the lead. On lap 13, he took the lead over from y'all, but still a solid P3 finish, man. Able to keep that car clean, keep it out of the wall. You didn't get caught by that turn 2 gremlin. A lot of people were. So solid finish here tonight. Look at your little local mobilehomebuyer.com. Love that thing.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, congrats on the third. I'll let you get your shout outs in, man, and happy Thanksgiving and good luck in a couple weeks at Richmond.
Yes, sir. Happy Thanksgiving to you and everyone else. It was a lot of fun out there. I think if you could manage the tight condition, you were going to run really well today. So kind of lucked into that position there after blowing the pit stop on that first stint. But shout out to you guys for putting this on, everyone that manages this league, all the competitors. That was a really clean race with no cautions. And shout out to the sponsor, localmobilehomebuyer.com. And see you guys week after next.
All right. Later. Bringing our P2 finisher. Had a pretty good battle with Natick there until a lap car kind of got involved there. But anyways, still come across second. Your second podium in a row. Coming off that win last week at Road America. Well, man, I thought you're a road course guy and you're going to do a lot better at road course. But you come back out here and you back up your win with a P2 finish. What a race. Good, clean race for you. You as well were able to keep it off that turn 2 wall like a lot of people were getting into. So congrats on that. Let's just shout out to them, man.
Thank you. Had Jeff Medlin in my ear, help me out with strategy. So
the dozer, huh?
Oh, yeah.
The dozer, dang. So he hasn't rubbed off on you yet. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I had him helping me out with strategy calls, which is where I think I struggle the most in ovals, is not knowing what to do. So I think him helping me out there is really what made me able to finish P2. Unfortunate with that lapped car and getting into it with John, but, good finish at the end.
All right, man. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring down the Rocket Man, and I caught it on point, Johnny. I said lap 9 to 12, you're gonna be getting up there for the lead. Your long run season set in, and I think it was lap 13 coming to 14. You get the lead. It's almost like I've been broadcasting for you for like 3 years.
Yeah, almost like you raced with me, broadcasted me for 3 years. So go figure.
Well, man, congrats! And there was at one point I went on board with you, and I was kind of like in awe on. You were putting little to no steering input in that car at all. I don't know how the heck you do it. And it's everywhere you go in every car I've ever broadcasted for you. It's fascinating to watch, and I think that's what really helps you on the long runs is you don't fight the steering wheel. You just let the track do all the work.
Yeah, I was steering with the pedals, that's for sure. Trying to keep on these flat tracks, you kind of want to keep the wheel going out of the corner as straight as possible. So, early in the run, I didn't really have much early run speed. Those guys were trying to battle early, and I kind of let them do their thing and go on by me. 'Cause I wasn't trying to, turn my steering wheel too much. And it worked out. Take care of your tires and kind of hold your line, and you'll build up that long run speed.
All right, man. Well, congrats on the win. Your second of the season. Good luck in a couple weeks at Richmond, and happy early Thanksgiving to you guys.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Happy holidays. Hoping you and the rest of Relentless family have some great holiday time with your families. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my team, Vendetta. My teammate, I think he would have been on podium with me, but I don't know. It sounded like something happened between him and Philip. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I haven't seen it yet. I just kind of heard Philip come over the radio. But yeah, shout out to my team. Shout out to the league and the admins. Everybody who can and wants to donate. We're doing that charity race tomorrow for Jesse.
Yeah.
For a good cause. So come on out or tune on in. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, man. Congrats.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that will end the broadcast here tonight. Johnny Brugg getting his second win of the season. In very dominating fashion. We'll come back in 2 weeks after filling our bellies full of some turkey, some stuffing, whatever the heck you eat on Thanksgiving, some ham, some cranberry sauce. I don't know what the heck y'all eat. That's something I'll be eating. Some baked mac and cheese. So we'll catch you guys. You're all good, sucker. We'll catch you guys back in 2 weeks. Hopefully for the Xfinity Series race at Indy. If not, back here. I'll be back in the booth for the Arca Series at Richmond. So we'll see y'all then. Y'all have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. And we'll be back in 2 weeks for some more racing here in the Relentless Racing League.